it. You get what I'm saying? But this is the bigger picture. You get what I'm saying? I want to start by giving prayers and my condolences to the family and loved ones of Celeste Rivas. Let's just give a moment of silence for the family and the loved ones. Boom. Now, this is the furthest extent of what happens when we let our children down. I'm not blaming the family. I'm not blaming the household. I'm not blaming her environment. I'm not blaming her decision making. This is the furthest extent of what happens when we let our children down. When the lack of discipline, structure, and intentional affection within the household leads to a child reaching for connections that they may find to fulfill that void. We have all been there. Like, we all been there to some degree, whether it plays out as rebellion, resilience, lack of understanding, whatever it may be. It leads to a vulnerable mindset where that child will look towards other outlets to fulfill what is missing. Simple as that. We've all been there. How many times have we heard of the child that joined the gang to feel accepted, to feel part of a brotherhood, to have fatherhood with the OGs, the older homies, fatherhood, or just even love, just love in itself? We've all heard of that story. It's a timeless story. Her troubled home life gives reason, but not justification to what happened. Just reason. It gives reason, but not justification. You know what I'm saying? So we got to always keep that in mind, because I hear a lot of people pointing towards the family, pointing towards a home life, pointing towards past traumas and past things that may have happened to her or that may was put upon her. But at the end of the day, these were the decisions of a grown man. She didn't get chopped up by her family or no shit. She got chopped up by this David nigga. Trusting him with her life, trusting him with her safety. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when I was thinking about it last night, it really hurt me. Like, it really hurt me because I genuinely sensed that she felt she could trust him with her life, which is ultimately why she ran away to be with the artist that she more than likely was already a fan of, leading to a level of gain trust that most would have to earn. You get what I'm saying? Like, just let that sink in. I'm gonna say that one more time. More than likely, she was already a fan, which led to a level of gain trust that most would have to earn, which is even more hurtful because that means influence plays a huge role in gaining that trust itself. That influence. This is not an ordinary case. That's something I keep mentioning when I talk. I don't really talk to that many people about this case, but just in comments or other, social, let's just say, social networks, whatever the fuck the case may be. That's something I talk about, that this is not an ordinary case, and we got to look at the specific details to get a further understanding of how this can even manifest in itself. You get what I'm saying? It sends a chilling reality check to all parents who rather let the iPad or the iPhone raise their child. Of course, we cannot be 100% bulletproof in shielding our children and shielding the vulnerable when it comes to dangerous, let's just say dangerous individuals or dangerous connections that could lead to something like this. But we can be more proactive. We can 100% be more proactive. I can imagine and sense the level of fear, betrayal, and pure pain, just the pure pain of what she must have been going through in those final moments. It's chilling. And again, a troubled home life may be a reason for her rebellion, but it's not justification for what was done to her. That's one of the main purposes, main messages within this video. You get what I'm saying? Now imagine that individual reaching back, that individual that you look up to, that individual that's an artist that you follow, that individual that's an influencer that you follow. Imagine them reaching back. And not only that, they express interest. And not only do they express interest, they express that they want you to be a part of their intimate life. They want you to be someone that they're intimate with, someone that's a best friend, someone that's a girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? How many impressionable 10 to 13-year-olds can resist that form of temptation? Like, just be real with yourself. When you was 10 to 13 years old, and your favorite artist, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite musician, your favorite actor, your favorite influencer, not only reached back to you, but they expressed interest in you being a part of their life. That is the power and responsibility of being a fucking influencer. You niggas is devils that misuse that shit, bro. And I don't use that shit lightly, bro. If you misuse that responsibility, Oh my, that's just you gonna cause some real damage and chaos to real souls and children of God. I'm telling you. That goes for all of us, me included, bro. I ain't disincluded from this shit. This is more than a matter of stranger danger. It's a matter of a grown man using his influence to gain the trust of the vulnerable. It's a matter of premature development and search and social awareness and decision making caused from the lack of affection, attention, and intention within the household and environment that she was raised and developed within. Of course, again, that is not a reason for murder, but it paints a picture. It gives reason to why she will run off with a stranger and allow so much trust to an individual she don't even know or know the intentions of. You know what I'm saying? She was a child. Reminder, David started as a Fortnite streamer, which means more than likely his core audience were already children. They were already fucking kids. This core audience that he built his initial fame from were children. It's a stark and chilling reminder that the internet is only a social representative, not the value of who someone really is. And if you are not willing to be proactive in safeguarding the minds and the minds and access of the vulnerable to our best ability, then maybe we should just be real and say we don't give a fuck about the kids. We don't give a fuck about the future of America. We don't give a fuck about the vulnerable. We don't give a fuck about the youth. If we're not willing to be proactive, then let's just be real about it. I mean, you feel me? Let's just be real about it. Of course, no one can be 100% protected from the dangers of life, but there is so many screaming red flags in this case that it almost felt like she was manipulated into abandonment. When you follow the timeline, it felt like this entire thing was an open secret, being manipulated into isolation, leaving very little communication with those who actually had her best interest in mind. Even if it was a troubled relationship at home, it is obvious that there was some level of safety at minimum. They didn't want to see her in extreme pain or worse, dead or worse, chopped up dead in the trunk of a fucking Tesla, the front of a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it don't matter how bad it was, it obviously wasn't that bad. You get what I'm saying? But under his guidance, under his authority, under his watch, she thought he cared enough to know better than the people who actually raised her. Which again speaks to the vulnerable psychology and poor decision making I speak about often regarding the Celeste case. And she was my bad, I'm sorry about that. And she was a child left playing adult games, which unfathomably left her to this dark, sinister, chaotic demise. You know what I'm saying? It went totally left. So far left is near unfathomable. To do this to someone you love, someone you made songs about. Come on, bro. Someone you call the love of your life. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, bro. You can't. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. That's not love. Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody manipulate you. Don't let nobody confuse you. This is not love. Point blank, period. My bad, y'all. Let me log back in. Influence open the doors that parents have to remain cautious of. These influencers have influence, as simple as that. And with that power comes responsibility. Responsibility David misused. David, this is a message for you. This video ain't gonna be too long like a lot of my other ones. We're gonna keep it straight, simple, straight to the point. This ain't a reaction, like I said. There's just something in the background. I really just want to get this off. This is very, very important. David, this is for you. I only want you to be held responsible for what it is that is the truth of your actions. I only want you to be held responsible for the truth of your actions, David. I'm not here to crucify you, and I'm not here to be judgment. You get what I'm saying? If you truly love this girl, if you truly love Celeste, if you want to protect what's left of her in spirit at all costs, speaking truthfully, it is hard. I mean, if you want to do that, you need to be more cooperative. You need to come forward. You need to give us information that could lead to us finding answers, and there being answers for the loved ones left out here to deal with the broken pieces that you created, that you caused, that happened under your watch, under your authority, under your care, under your love. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's a lot of fuckery, bro. Straightforward. It's a lot of fuckery. Speaking truthfully, it is hard to see a timeline where he did not, at minimum, have knowledge of her murder. Speaking truthfully, It is hard to see a timeline where he did not, at minimum, have knowledge of the murder. You get what I'm saying? I pray that he prays and seeks justice. Even if you are the one held responsible, you still need to come forward. Even if it sucks, even if it's you, even if it's hurtful, even if it's pain, because that's what you caused. So you need to be held responsible. And if it's not you, you need to be cooperative and find the suspect that killed your love of your life. Claim by what you claim, the love of your life. You get what I'm saying? Again, this is a case that reminds us of the dangers of not only social media, but when influence is used irresponsibly. I can only imagine and sense the level of fear, betrayal, and pure pain she must have felt in the final moments. Like, imagine, bro, you someone you trust with your life. You run away from your family to be with this person. You disconnect with the people who actually, even if they're not doing the best at raising you, even if they can't put you in the best schools, the best clothes, you don't have the best environment, you know what I'm saying? Even if they've done hurtful things, they didn't put you in the front of a fucking car, leave you for dead, chopped up, disembodied. So to some degree, they had some sense of safety. Like there was some sense or some level of safety. Even if it wasn't the best environment, even if it led to hurtful and painful and traumatic experiences, it wasn't that. So I can only imagine how chilling, how dark, how scary, how alone, how betrayed she really felt in those final moments. It sends a chilling, a stark reminder and reality check to every parent who thinks that iPad and that iPhone is going to raise that damn child. It's not. It's going to lead them into some dark, chaotic, fucked up shit. That just is what it is. We were all young at a point in time. This is not to point blame on the household or the family or her environment or why she wanted to run away or what caused it. That may be reason for her rebellion, but it's not justification for what happened to that girl, man. It's not. R.I.P. baby girl Celeste. I pray that the family gets the justice they deserve. I pray that whoever the suspects may be or suspect, I pray that they held responsible for the truth of their involvement. And I pray that the family, at minimum, I just want to be able to face them. I just want to know something. Like I can't imagine you turn on YouTube, you turn on Facebook, you turn on Twitter, you turn on TikTok, and then you gotta relive this shit daily. It ain't no escaping. That's the reality of what the trust of David created. To some degree. Not saying he did it again for the comment warriors. Not saying he did it. Listen to the actual words I'm saying and comprehend based on what I'm saying, not what you think I'm saying. Again, this is what happens when influence is used irresponsibly. Moment of silence to the loved ones, Celeste and her family. R.I.P. baby girl. There will be justice for you, whether it's 20,000 years from now or 2 months from now. It will prevail, and there will be a sense of peace given to the family at minimum in terms of what happened. It ain't gonna fix it, it ain't gonna fix the pain, it ain't gonna make it better, but at least they'll know. It won't be a fucking dark, chaotic mystery that they gotta relive every day. Like this is an unfathomable case and coincidence and string of circumstances, as you could say, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucked up. It's really, really fucked up. And that's the main point. That's the main message. That's what I wanted to get off today. This isn't a reaction. This is me just getting that, bro. If I'm being real, like it's just me. This is really how I feel. This was on my heart last night. I wanted to make the video last night. I was like, I ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when I can really give it my all. You get what I'm saying? The bigger picture, the manipulation of Celeste and the social psychology of children and the vulnerable. Y'all take care of yourselves, man. Y'all love yourselves, love the people around you. I pray that everything in your life is falling into place. I believe in each and every one of you. And I just thank y'all, bro. I just thank y'all for engaging. I thank y'all for keeping this dream a reality. I thank y'all for just watching, for just giving your time, effort, and energy, things that money cannot buy, things that money cannot replace and only God can replace. It's a non-renewable resource, and I appreciate y'all for spending even a fucking minute with me. You get what I'm saying? Even if you hate it, even if you completely hate this shit, I really, really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Salute, take care. We out to the next one.